Hello, welcome to everybody who is with us now in our third live stream with our football English teacher Matt Slade. Hello, Matt.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Mirsad. Thanks for having me.
Also, you're always welcome. And the time is flying. Today we have the third one.
Yeah,
Um, it's cool. That
it comes
really.
up quickly, doesn't it? Like
Yes.
weeks. I feel like
Yes.
weeks just go by like that. Just sometimes like a day feels long, but a week is always fast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have another stream which I do with Brando Schenker, my very successful student, which is now FIFA license agent and make also transfers. And we go through the questions for the next FIFA exam.
Mm-hmm.
And we are now on number 13 or 15, I don't know. And it's also go just like that. And that's
You do that every week, like you said.
We do this every week. Yeah. Now the next FIFA exam will be in June, and we also start with our preparation. And that's something what can help people who are on our platforms like LinkedIn or YouTube, which really practice it alone and try to level up his knowledge. The same like here. You can here really level up your English knowledge, and you can hear some news or maybe new phrases what you don't even know before, and that's very good content what we want to give.
That's it. Always just want to be trying to improve a little bit, right? A little bit every day.
Yes. And you have also some interesting news, guys who are now inside in the stream live. Stay to the end because Matt have something special. I can say some special gift. What can he explain? And we start today, like always. First of all, best regards to everybody who watching us live. I will also have a possibility to give you some answers on these lives, and everybody also who will look the recording later. It will be very funny. You can write now where are you from and where are you looking us. I will give Matt the word to explain maybe today the first phrases what we prepare.
Sure. Well, yeah, let's jump straight into it. So 5 key English phrases every agent needs to know, right? So let's jump into this first one. This is an important one. Undisclosed transfer fee. So I think last week we did transfer fee, which is the amount of money that one club pays another club to acquire a player. Undisclosed transfer fee means the amount of money paid for a player during a transfer that is not made public. So undisclosed transfer just means it's a secret. Basically, we don't say it publicly, and it's just something that's kept a secret. I got an example sentence for you as always. The club completed the signing of the midfielder for an undisclosed transfer fee. So if you're reading like English news, you'll about like during the transfer window, you'll see that phrase come up a lot. Is it although I was actually curious to ask you, how common are undisclosed transfer fees, do you think? Is this normal, or is it more common to have it public?
Yeah, to be honestly, Matt, it is not normal to be undisclosed. It's just by really huge transfers with very famous players. Then sometimes the clubs who pay really a big amount, I would say, 50 million or 100 million transfer fee. When the player is younger, they don't want to make it publish because that can be a pressure to the player. You understand? When you come to some new club, and the club never make
and
a transfer.
Everyone says, "Oh, we paid 100 million for this kid," and he,
and he don't perform good the first 2 or 3 weeks. It can be a pressure, especially when the transfer is unbelievably big. that this club never make a transfer like that before. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This,
No, that makes a
this,
lot of sense. Actually, I can see why you would want to
yeah,
keep that a secret. Yeah.
that's the point.
I
Yeah.
think you've got a question actually in the chat there.
I have Benjamin Chankirli. Best regards, Benjamin, to you. He write down undisclosed to the public. Here we can read it. Undisclosed to the public, but FIFA still knows due to clearinghouse transactions. Right? Yes. FIFA would know through the clearinghouse, but also I think you have today. Some like WikiLeaks or something like that. I'm not sure how is the name, which also know all the numbers, inside of the transfer, and it's not so easy today to make the transfer not transparent, and that's also the future what we want and what FIFA want, that all the transfers are transparent.
A good word to know actually in English. I'll just put in the chat there in the comments. A whistleblower. So a whistleblower is a person who is in a company, an organization, and something that the company wants to keep secret. This person makes it public. So
wow.
A whistleblower. So I guess what you're saying, like this WikiLeaks, like they've got like whistleblowers inside FIFA who want to make that public for whatever reason.
Cool. Yes, I heard a few times about this whistleblower, but I was not sure what that means. Okay, now I also learned something today. Cool.
You hear it a lot in like people talk about politics, like political scandals and stuff like that. Yeah, it comes up. But I think you can use it here as well.
Yeah.
I'll jump on to the next one. So that was undisclosed transfer fee. Next, placed on transfer list. So players are often placed on a transfer list. Basically means that the club puts a player up for sale, often because they're not in the coach's plan. So the coach maybe has a vision for the team that does not include this player. So they put them on a transfer list. They are placed on a transfer list. And it just means that the club is looking to sell this player. They're trying to find somewhere to put this player. The striker was placed on the transfer list after failing to impress the new manager. Right. So it might be, it's usually probably the first thing that happens, I guess. Maybe you could explain a bit better, but the first thing that happens in the process of a player leaving a club, typically, I guess.
It's also a tool to make a pressure to the agent of the player and to the player. You have some situations when the player don't perform very well, and inside in the club, maybe they speak about to find another solution for him. But the player, let's see, he don't care because he have two more years of contract, and then in the transfer period, the club try to make a pressure. First they come to the player and say, look, you will not play here, maybe it's better that you go to some another club, and so on. But the players say, why I like the city, I like the club, my family is feeling good, I have 2 more years. It was just not so good last 2 months what I play and perform, I will stay. And then the club make additionally pressure with this action to place him on the official transfer list, what of course the media see, and it starts. Then they call you as an agent, and then they say, hello Matt, you are agent of Keric? Yes, I am. Do you have some options for him? Why? Yes, because we would like that he maybe find a new club, but Keric is happy in Manchester, and then,
so it's
and
like
then
kind of a part of the negotiations in moving the player on or something.
Yes.
Unofficial negotiations or something like that.
Yeah, and it's also a game, It's also a game. You as an agent also must act, and of course, that's also your work. Find the better solution for your player. Care about your player. When everything is going well, then it's easy to be an agent. But you have your most important part of an agent is when your client have problems.
Yeah,
To fix the
that's when
problem.
you're.
Yes, there you see how good agent you are. When your player is in not good situation, when he's not confident in the club or happy, that you find a fast solution to bring him to another club where he will receive approximately same salary but more chances to play, or the coach like him more than in this club where he is actually.
Okay, I see. Okay. I think you've got another question from the same
Yes.
person. It's an interesting one. I like this one.
Benjamin is very, very active. Benjamin, thank you also for engaging. I like it. And also, Benjamin, I have the possibility to bring you inside in the chat, just that you know. maybe you can also in the future be inside in the chat and ask us something. But if they place the player on the transfer list and someone makes a serious bid, is the selling club not forced to sell? How I don't know how you ask this. What you want? What you think about a serious bid? What you think, Matt? What is the
I don't know.
question?
I guess I find it an interesting question because I don't know much about the inner workings. Like, does the club, if they get offered like a big fee, like a realistic transfer fee, do they have to sell the player, or that they can just remove the player from the transfer list?
Yeah, look, they always can make his decision back. They can say, look, that means the most of time when the player is on the transfer list, that don't mean that he don't exercise with the team. He also play friendly game with the team. That not means that he's out of the club. They just, you understand? They are in the.
It's just a little bit of pressure, a little
yes,
bit.
and the team, they will maybe also come in the game from the bench, and when this is a striker, and it's happened many times that the player is on the transfer list in the training preparation part of the year, and then he starts to move, he starts to perform very well, and the club put him out of the transfer list. They have 2 offers for him, but they say, hey, wait, Keric is now working much seriously, and he have a good performance, and and then somebody on his position go injury, and they say, hey, we just have 2 strikers.
Like they need the player, so yeah.
Yes. That's it's also very interesting situation. And we have also here Dirk Wegemans. Best regards, Dirk, to, I would say, Netherlands. He also have a question: when the place a player on the list, is this with a selling price? No, the question is very good, Dirk. Thank you very much for the question. The most of time they don't put a selling price. They just say, with this action, we don't need the player now anymore. When somebody wants him, they can come with the agent and they can contact us. We will find a solution
and everything. Okay.
But also, the most of time, Dirk questions is very good. They don't expect the money what they pay for him. When they bring this player for 20 million, perhaps, and after 1 year they put him on the transfer list, the most of time the amount is less smaller than the investment what they do. They will give him up for 12, 13, maybe 10 million.
Right.
Most of time the value is going down.
Well, if they're on the transfer list, like the club's kind of saying, we're not really happy with this player, so the player is not that valuable to us, right? That's kind of the announcement they're making.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Also, thank you, Dirk, for the question. And guys, write us the question in the comments. We will show it, and share the stream when you like the content.
Great. Let's go on. I got number 3 for you. So the 50+1 rule, the 50+1 rule. So this is a regulation in some countries. I don't know how many countries have it, but Germany is well known for it. That requires
Germany
clubs.
have it. Yeah.
Germany
have it 100%. Because I live in Germany. I play as a professional in Germany and work more than 20 years as an agent.
Yeah, so you know about it over there, right?
Yeah, they try to break these rules in the last 5-6 years many times, because Germany will be more attractive for investors.
Yeah, if they can control more of the club, right?
Yes, yes, and the DFB, never have enough votes, enough clubs to break this rule. And I think also that's specific for Germany and very interesting that they still have this rule. I think the rule is very interesting and very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the idea is just to make sure that every club is majority owned by their supporters. So it's not like one company can just buy a whole club and make all the decisions. The majority of the ownership is down to the supporters and the fans of the club, right? So I got an example sentence there. Under the 50+1 rule, the fans have a greater say in the club's direction, preventing external investors from taking full control, which is what you were talking about before, Keric, that idea that it might be more interesting for investors if they didn't have this rule, right?
Yeah, I have one interesting case in Germany with a club which Saudi Arabian investor I cannot say buy shares because yes, they buy shares. But what was interesting, it's 8060 is the name of the club. It's from Munich. This club is older than Bayern Munich. They have a long tradition. Old. Yes, they also was playing on the start of the arena in Munich together with Bayern Munich. One weekend play Bayern Munich, the next weekend play 8060 Munich.
Also, they would like share the away, like split the away or home matches rather.
Yes, they was also in the first Bundesliga. It's a big tradition club, and they come in problems with financial things, and they need, I think, 20 million or something like that that they don't go broke down, and that was, I'm not so sure, but I think it was before something about 10 years. One Arabic investor is coming and he paid this 20 billions, but they cannot give him the sharing part of 51%. They give him, I think, just 49%.
They can't give him majority ownership, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's now what is interesting, what has happened there. I think this Arabian, he was from Saudi Arabia, investor was thinking, or maybe they promised him that he can influence the club.
Okay.
What he do, Matt, he do this. He put his Arabian sport director, he put his coach, but what has happened after a few years? The club is going down in the second division. And the board, people in the board, which was making the deal with him when he come, they go away. It's coming new people in the club. And from this time, what's interesting, from this time, this Arabian guy have nothing to say in the club, He
has no power or anything in there.
No. He have the 50% or 49%, but the club is working on his way. From time to time, he's coming. I don't follow up the story now, but the story is very interesting. He's coming and he try again to give some money to have influence. But I think on some way it's good that you cannot buy everything with money, and that you don't are so much that you're not so much relegated about the money what the investor one time invest in your club, because they can do what they want.
It's something I don't know enough about. I'd be open to hearing sort of both sides of the like who thinks it's a good thing, who thinks it's a bad thing, and what are the arguments? Because I to be honest, it's something that's a little outside my sphere, that sort of area of it. But it's I think I'd be pretty annoyed if I was this Saudi guy put all the money in though and didn't get the control of the company or the club.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure that he is also not happy, but he was also in the past not open for collaboration with the people in the board, and I think that's also important. The one side, the investments are very important, but also you must to cooperate with the tradition of the club, with the board of the club, and everything else. And
football's a team game, right? Team game. Gotta have a team everywhere.
Always. You know how they say teamwork is a dream work.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. That's it. All right, I'll keep going if it's all right with you. And actually, you mentioned earlier that I have a little bit of a announcement to make, or a bit of a gift to give. So I thought I'd take the moment now. We'll continue in a second, guys. But just to let you know, I run something known as the Football English Club. So this is a community of coaches, analysts, scouts, and other people in football, right? We do have agents in there as well who are trying to improve their English skills, their English communication, so you can get more opportunities all around the world, right? So what we have in there, what's included, you have unlimited live classes to practice your communication skills, get support and everything. So we do about, I think, somewhere around 20 classes every month. You can come to all 20 if you want. You can come to one if you want. You come to two. Depends, if you've got a lot of time, you can come to a lot. If you don't have much time, you can miss some. It's fine, but you have unlimited access to them. We have on-demand video training courses as well to help with like vocabulary for football. So if you find this interesting, learning the vocabulary for football and everything, you'll learn way, way more there. We got lots and lots of videos there. We also do monthly masterclasses. So these are like big classes that we do with lots of people in them. And there's a supportive community as well. So you'll meet people from all around the world. You'll build your network and everything. So it really is a good thing, guys. Right now, we have an end of winter promotion. So to celebrate the end of it, up until March 23rd, which is this Sunday, there is a discount to join. So the full price is usually 47 euros per month or 470 euros per year. But right now with the special offer, you can get it for 15 euros off every month with this coupon code, M25MZ. So it'll be 32 euros per month. Or you can save 150 per year with the M25AX coupon code. So it's 320 euros per year, right? Like I said, the promotion ends March 23rd at midnight. Okay, and I'll just drop a link in the comments where you can join the Football English Club if you're interested, guys.
Yes, it's really excellent. I must to say, I'm also a part of this Football English Club. I go through 80% of the courses, of the video recordings of the courses, because, like Matt say, it's very flexible. You can, on the one side, join the live workshops, which I also catch a few times. But sometimes, I'm so busy, I'm on the travel and so on. But on the evening, when I come back in the hotel, in the room, I must be honestly, Matt, I look from day to day some of your education videos, because they are short. It's between 5 and 8 minutes, you know. I understand it very well. I make also a little bit education for myself. And I can really recommend it. It's a great platform. And sometimes I receive a mail of you. I see today also we have some workshop, and I look, did I have a space in this time? Okay, I attend on the workshops, and it's really for me personally, something was level up my English knowledge, and I can recommend it. It's
great. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that. And as you said, we do try to make it really flexible, because it doesn't matter what you do in football. Everybody's really busy. Everybody's really busy in football. So it is something that you can come to and spend a lot of time on when you have it, but it's very flexible. And you can find time at around your busy schedule, right? But thank you for giving me the opportunity to present that, and we'll continue, guys. We'll go on to the next one, right? So
let's go to the next one.
Number 4 here, a cap-tied player. All right, so a player who has played a certain number of matches for their national team and is no longer eligible for selection in other nations, right? So if you have a player who, for example, has English citizenship and French citizenship, right? Once they play a match for one of those clubs in a major competition, like the World Cup, for example, they now can no longer play for the other one. So if they play for France, you would probably choose France if you're an English or a French player, right? If you're going to play one of them in a major competition, you now can't play for the other one. So you are a cap-tied player. So example sentence there, he's a cap-tied player for England, meaning he can no longer switch international teams. That's a good one to know. And should I continue to the last one?
We can continue. What I was also coming now on idea, maybe before you explain it, what this means, maybe we can ask our participants, because I see it's many of them now. Today it's very, 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 very big traffic, that they maybe write down what they think, what this means, because the phrases are really very, very interesting,
And we do have a comment there from Benjamin again, who's he's explained it quite well and made a good point there.
Yeah, this is important to understand. If a player plays pre-professional in one country, they can still play for the other country as they turn pro.
That's what I was trying to. He's explained it well there. Yeah, that idea that once you play for like your country or a country on a major tournament or a bit, like if you play a friendly or pre-professional
game, when you play an official game,
exactly, then you're cap-tied, but you're not before that, right?
Do you have some examples, guys? When you have some examples, write us down. I will show it later in the comments. Which player? It was many of players, which was a cap-tied player.
Maybe players who we were unsure which club or which country they were going to go for, and they ended up getting cap-tied to one of them.
And this rule is not so old, Matt. I can remember one player. He was a Belgian player, but also French and also some another country. I'm not so sure. Schifo, I think, was his name. Schifo, but I don't know the first name. He was playing, I think, for 3 or maybe also for 4 national player teams.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe somebody can Google it now. Schifo was his name. He was a midfielder, excellent player. I think before this rule is don't coming up, this rule is maybe 10, 15 years old. Schifo plays, I'm sure, for at least 3 national teams.
Wow. Quite a few there.
And here, Dirk also saying Lukaku for Belgium. I think Lukaku have the possibility to play also for some African country. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I was going to ask which country would he be eligible for. Also, I wouldn't have good.
Yeah, here Dirk give us Schifo, Belgium and Italy. Yes, I know.
So he was playing for both Belgium and Italy.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pairing to have. Good. All right, I'll jump on to the last one as well. So this is an important one to know, talking about matches, right? A clean sheet, very important one. So when a team or goalkeeper does not concede any goals during a match, this is what we call a clean sheet. So the goalkeeper was thrilled to earn a clean sheet in their 2-0 win over the rivals. And something I wanted to ask you about this, is it common for goalkeepers or defenders to get bonuses in their contracts or anything if they keep clean sheets?
That's a good question. It's not usual, you know. It's also not usual that the player as a striker receive bonuses for scoring a goal, you know. I think that the news and yes, I think the social media sometimes have some ideas which are crazy, because you play as a team, you know. Can you imagine we both play as strikers and you have a bonus for scoring a goal and I have a bonus for scoring a goal? I will never play you the cross ball. You understand? You understand?
Right, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
So,
And the same,
so even because that's one you hear all the time about scoring bonuses. So that's not a big common thing either.
no. Look. The clubs think about special bonuses, but the bonuses most of the time are for big achievements, like to be a champion of the country, to make a qualification for a Champions League, European League, whatever, and then they make something like sharing, how would say, sharing price of 2 million, perhaps, you know.
Yeah.
When the team is coming to the Champions League, they will share a package of 2 million to 22 players who play in this competition. And also that is possible, and that they do usually. When you perhaps play all 8 games for the qualification and I play just 2 games, you will have a bigger percentage of this 2 million than me. You understand?
Based on how much you participated in that.
That's the point.
Okay. What about, I've heard before as well about just playing bonuses. So if you play in a match, you get a bonus. So when someone gets subbed on at like 88 minutes, 89 minutes, would they get a bonus just for coming on for those 2 minutes?
This is usually, of course. Look, you have clubs really which have a huge starting bonuses for playing the game. Because why? They want to motivate you in the training week to make everything that you play in the first 11. You know. Perhaps you have in the contract a clause that, I say now numbers, you know, that you can earn in this season 5 million euros in the season. That means 400,000 per month. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can make an additional bonus of 100,000 in month when you play all 4 games what they play in the month.
Right.
You know, but when you play just 2 of them, you just receive 50% of this 100,000. And when you don't play any of them, you receive nothing.
So it's just like an incentive to get the players fighting for those positions, although those roles on the pitch, right?
That's the point. And this another thing what you ask, when the player is coming in the last 2 minutes, 5 minutes, how much they earn. You have some clubs who give the players 100% of the bonus when they come in, and you have some clubs who make maybe the last 10 minutes just give them 50%. You know, why they do this? You have sometimes you see that some coaches bring inside the last 2 minutes or 1 minute 2 players which are 19 and 20 years old. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
And you ask yourself what they do. They are 2-0 in front or 3-0 in front. You know why they make this, bringing these players. They bring him to give him a reward for the work in the week, you know, and for being consistently with the first team. And this can be maybe a huge bonus for the player. He's 18, 19 years old.
That young as well. Like it's going to be big.
And maybe he have a small salary of 20,000 per month, and just this bonus for this last 5 minutes are maybe 50,000. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
that's the reason why
So
they
yeah,
why
so,
they do it.
there's different ways to reward and incentivize players with those
Yeah,
bonuses. Then
yeah, that's it. Yes, I hope, guys, that this was again very interesting for you. I'm very happy to see the engagement today. Matt,
yeah, it was
I
good.
don't
We had a
know
lot
how
of
much you
people
follow it.
engaging.
Yeah, I have many more comments, and I see it was today interesting phrases, or maybe the people can follow us better when we are on more streams. We do today stream on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and also we will do it on Instagram in the future. And yes, guys, write us the questions, write us also phrases which we can work through for you. And when you like it, the content, you can share it. I'm very happy that the development is like that, Matt. And I will go again back to this news what you give us today. Here I will put it in the stream. This is the link when you really want to level up your knowledge of football English. You can join it, the Football English Club, which I
Yeah.
can really recommend. And Matt,
Thanks a lot for
uh,
that.
how many days is this link open for them with the bonus?
So with the discount available, it's up until Sunday. So what are we today? Tuesday. So about 5 days or so that's available, right? So yeah, that link I've put it in the comments. I hope everyone can see that, because I know you're not going to type that out from looking at it. Yeah, you can find it there. It's open, available till Sunday. And of course, as always, guys, if we're not connected on LinkedIn or anything, please send me a connection request and introduce yourself and say hi, because it's just good to network and meet people, right?
Of course. And yes, we speak about that I will be guest also in some of your workshops. Thank you very much for the invitation. And I was thinking now in the few minutes that I also want to invite you in my community, because I have my fast community for the newcomer FIFA license agent, which we educate, but also some very good FIFA agents who have big experience are inside. And I'm sure the level of English is not so excellent. I hope you will also come to my fast community in the future, that we make some interview and exchange some things. Will this be possible for you?
Of course. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. That'd be great.
Cool.
Yeah, always good for me to meet more people and learn more about the industry and all the different parts. So yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay. When everybody really want to join us, you know how Matt say, we are here on LinkedIn. Just connect with us. And again, thank you very much for the engagement. I will put this link from Matt again in the comments. You can find it on 2-3 places. And yes, my recommendation is to use this special discount. It's really worth every penny what you invest in your knowledge. Yeah, good.
Thanks for having me again, and I guess we'll see each other and everyone else next week. Yeah,
of course. See you next week, and have a successful week, because we have a few days to make power now.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye bye.